because I can. That's what we do occasionally here in the Blender Dome. I'm not dressed. I just got out of bed again from a migraine. Well, I guess I was playing video games for like 2 hours. I just still haven't done anything from since then. But what are we doing? We're sorting cards. We have so many cards to sort. I would like to get everything finished before Commander Sealed, especially since I'm building a deck for somebody, and it'll be so much easier if I can find the cards. So that's what we're doing. I'm switching over the scene news. You don't need to see my wonderful, not taking care of myself body for the day. So, yeah, we're just sorting everything. We got too much stuff to go through. It's a mess. I messed up my stuff because I just decided to suddenly trade in a bunch of cards, so I kind of messed up my lists, so now my lists have to be completely redone, which just kind of sucks. Oh, Hibernation Sliver, you silly guy. These are old school slivers. Are slivers coming back? I don't know. They could be coming back. That's the thing. I mean, eventually I imagine they're coming back. We did give us a deck of them. Usually, Wizards is pretty hinty about things with their Modern Horizons stuff. It's usually things that are on the horizon. Oh, you know what? I can turn on my light over here. Boop. Lichen Slaver. There. I see a little bit better. Lighting is wacky in here. I don't know. Just gotta make sure I don't flash everybody if I. So hope everybody's having a good time, having a good week. I don't know. Everything kind of sucks. I'm trying not to be negative, but also I'm not one of those fakey hoity-toity bitches. So I'm just like, this is how terrible things are. Why? And how do we do something about it? Not. I can't hide my anger at things. Especially when it doesn't help anything. Oh, Diffusion Sliver. I forgot about you, too. There's a whole bunch of slivers I forgot. Slivers can do everything. I mean, slivers are very close to aliens, or xenomorphs. God, I am so excited about that Alien TV show that's coming out. Oh, I am excited. Like, I've been waiting for aliens to invade Earth and destroy us for a while. Bring it on, aliens. Let me move this out of the way. So that way I have more space over here. Boop. There we go. I do mine in color by, like, order of, alphabetical order of colors, which I know is not the magic color way. Normally white is at the beginning, but I don't play that way. Boop. 59 cents. I remember when you were a big old boy that was worth a lot more money than that, but then they were printing you. I don't know where that voice came from. I am also listening to music, so if I suddenly break out into song, I apologize. We're listening to some Rabba Zamba. Man, I would love to go through his freaking house and just check out all the cool stuff he has. Mana Whiffed. Honestly, I hadn't seen that word. I think it's weft. I don't know how to pronounce things properly, but not until this story that's going on right now, which I need to catch up on, so I am behind on things. I haven't been able to do anything with this freaking migraine that I keep getting, and it makes it really hard to focus on things, and it makes, like, blurred vision, so everything I do, I need my vision for. I'm pretty sure my Tezzeret puppet has an eye that is not level with itself. Well, it's his fault. It's not my fault. That's how he is. He has a slightly off eye. Yeah, I'm excited for Atlanta and Commander Sealed. That's probably where I'll be. Commander Sealed is right before Atlanta, so I will probably be showing off my puppet then. Apparently, there's an Infinita token here with my cards. One more Infinita token we found, Megan. We did it. Infinita tokens. The #1 token for dry erase token when you need to token things. Except for weed, because you cannot toke a. I guess you could, but don't do it. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Doing too many things all at the same time. Oh, Witch's Oven. I love this playmat so much. This playmat makes me so happy. Like, I have so many other playmats. I have all sorts of really awesome playmats by so many awesome people, and I'm like, but I really like this Final Fantasy playmat. It'll eventually tire me out, and I'll be like, I'll flip it over to something else. Hey, Academy Manufacturer, you went back up in price. That's exciting. You know, even after the ridiculous amount of Magic cards that I traded in, just because I was like, I don't want to do as much work as I was doing. I want to stream again. I want to play games with my friends again. I would like to play video games again. Ah, Barbie! Hey, Barbie. No, you don't walk on the carts. Just stay right over here. You can be here without being destructive. It's true. I believe in you, Barbie. I believe in you. You don't have to be a destructive force. I know, you are probably being chased by the jerk faces. Okay, I can't actually... Dog, don't come in here and start hurting yourself. Please. Breath of Life. That's a star? Oh, that was a... It's a really good resurrection spell. In white, which is really weird. 4 mana, just bring a creature back into play. I don't know. The same with the resurrection. Resurrection looks like it could go in my Final Fantasy, or not Final Fantasy, Warhammer. Revised. March of Swirling Otherworldly Lights. All the marches are pretty good. Hey, Abby. Oh, I'm back, but I'm doing something completely different. I'm sorting through cards. My partner came home, and then she was like, oh, I'm going to bingo. I was like, oh, so I don't need to feed you. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go back and do something, I guess. It's like, I don't really have any plans, so I guess this is what's happening. Yep. Boop. And my headache is actually gone, so that's good. I don't know. I think it has something to do with something pinching. There's certain times it happens. Unfortunately, once it happens, it just doesn't go away. At some point, I need to contact JJ and buy some, like, music to run while I'm doing things like this that are not super exciting. Hold the Line is such a weird card. Blocking creatures get +7/+7 until end of turn. Barbie, you're silly. You're silly. I love you. There's my buddy. I am my buddy. Yeah. She's been very sad because I haven't been in this room. This is usually where she is all the time. And she hangs out with me all the time. But since I haven't been able to look at things because of my migraine, I just haven't been in here. So the poor little thing has just been hanging out. She actually came out in the living room yesterday and was like, hey, where you been, Mama? Where did you disappear to? It's like, I'm sorry, baby. Yes, I do talk to my cats like they're people. They are people. These are my people. My kitty cats. Dawnbreak Reclaimer. That's fun. I'm always... Oh, Barbie. Oh, not Dawn Breaker, Dawn Break. I put too many words in there. Commander. Oh, it's from the anthology? I don't ever remember getting the Commander anthology, so I wonder where that came from. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know where these cards came from, but most of the time I remember everything that I buy and what I have, so it's weird when that does happen. I think these were all from a deck that I took apart. Figure if I sort them by colors while I'm doing this, this is at least one less thing I have to do. Is that the one? Okay, that is. Wings of Wrath. Nope, that is not the right one. It looked like an axe, but it was not an axe. The symbols looked very similar. Part of me kind of wants to see if sitting in the computer chair is the issue and what angle I'm at causes the problem. I'm always performing tests upon myself to see what's going on. Vanguard of Brimaz. What's that? Oh. Oh, it is a list card. Ah, almost got me, list card. I think I just put him in here because he's a cat. He's not a rare card or anything. He's just a cat. No cat is just a cat. I'm much more talkative when I'm actually doing this over video games. Video games I have to use this is a little bit different part of my brain. Stupid, stupid brain. That's the Bloomburrow? I don't think that's the Bloomburrow. That's Collector. No, that's... yeah. That's Baldur's Gate. I was like, something's wrong. Deadly Dispute. You're such a silly common card. You're worth more than some of my rare cards. Taste of Death. Flay Essence is a wonderful removal card. Never see it. I don't like things coming back, so like if I'm gonna use single target removal, I will make sure it doesn't return. And Flay Essence exiles a target creature or planeswalker, but then you gain life equal to the number of counters, and people love putting counters on things right now, so... Extinguinate. 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 This art is just absolutely beautiful. I think that might have only been the only reason that got put in the deck. I was like, it's pretty. Sometimes that's how you make decisions. I'm like, this is pretty. I put this in here. Oh, Mirkwood Bats, you never hurt nobody's. You hurt everybody's. That's one of those cards you want to Flay Essence. It's like when somebody's in black, most likely they probably have some way of bringing something back. Dragon Warlock. Maybe I'll play Warlocks tonight. I was looking for a weird typo to play. Which reminds me, I still need to do that today too, huh? Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. 370? Why must there be so many different versions of the same card? I was pretty sure Gush was still worth money. I should just make it my goal to actually finish sorting all my cards this year. I imagine I would feel a lot less stressed. Oh, Barbie, you're so beautiful. You're just hanging out up there by yourself. She's just watching me. This used to be a rare card back in... Well, it still is a rare card, but that's like classic. Aether Squall. Ancient. I always have to make sure that the little list symbol isn't in the corners of things all the time, which is a pain in the butt. Compulsive research. Non-foil? The Strixhaven foils are weird. There's just like a weird gold trim, but the trim isn't all around the card or anything, so... And sometimes it's hard to tell whether or not it's the foiling or not. I think I was sorting these while I was playing the other game earlier. I did not like Zendikar Rising. It might have been one of my least favorite sets. It just felt so weird. I know that the world was healing and everything after the Eldrazi, but it's just felt weird. It felt very much just like Ixalan when we went back to it. And I need 1L. Coral. Am I just not... Oh, Chronicle. I don't know what I was thinking. Boop. Narcomoeba. Man, I need to go finish the Squid Games. I was in the middle of that. Am I just spelling this wrong? Oh, I did spell it wrong. Lame. It's still worth money, which is weird. Aether Snag. Body of knowledge. Sometimes the artwork is darker on the cards, so then when I see it on Moxfield, it's interesting to actually see the full art. Heck. Oh, see, like this is foil, and I did not notice it was a foiled one. Annoying. God, the gold was just throwing me completely off. I was like, this is a white card. Just put it in the white pile. It wasn't working. This is what it's like when worlds collide. Katama's Reach. You'll never not be useful. We'll always need more of you. 163. I was gonna say, this card is really good. I'm really surprised I don't see it more often. It's easy to pull off. Entish Restoration is the name of the card. Oh, Tough Cookie, I love you. I know you're not a rare card, but I will use you again for something at some point. Maybe when I get a Sesame Street deck. I mean, it's only a matter of time, right? A Cookie Monster. You could just make reskins. Cookie Monster would be Yegra. Turns everything into food. Oscar the Grouch can be Oscar, who is obviously Oscar the Grouch. Restless Cottage. Temple of my ladder. No, not quite. There we go. Try to have the right one. Every once in a while I can't find a card on here, which is frustrating. Castle Lochthane. 241. I like Castle Lochthane. I'll lose life and draw cards all day long. I love drawing. C18. Yay, more cards in order. Yeah, let's see if we can reach the stack. Stack. And this is why I was like, oh god. Luckily, that was not the screen that was live. I tried to reach backwards very awkwardly. $37. Oops. No, I just need normal Amanatu. Oh, there she is. Don't know why I couldn't have seen her. Have a ready ascendancy. Which one is this though? 172. No, there's multiple different artworks for those ones. Elmar, which is one of the Stranger Things kids. I was like, ah. Oh, we have the universes within version, though. Yeah, I didn't get any of the Stranger Things ones. I like Stranger Things. They just weren't for me. And that is the cool thing about Magic, is you don't have to buy everything. Well, unless you're into certain formats and things, so much, then, yeah. Enjoy. Sounds like a problem. Don't. Invasion of Alara. Maybe. Foil. Cons or dragons? I spelled call down wrong, probably. Ah, that was an A that I did not see. I see. Boop. Lord Windgrace at your service. Kitty. Oh, Quintorius. Lore Master. But the fancy one. Is he a foil? There's a foil. Is foily. Sometimes the cards are so shiny they look like they're foily. I'm like, maybe. Eureka. I honestly don't know how long it would take me to do this and finish it. Oh, Teferi. I remember when you just were wrecking Standard and everybody was so unhappy. You did make for some very annoying games. Nope. Time Raveler. Oop. Oh, is he back up in price again? Huh. Oops. Apparently we have two of them. Thantis. They've reprinted Thantis so many times now. There weren't a lot of Thantises, and now there are too many Thantises. I would like to go see Lilo and Stitch at some point, but I think I'll probably just wait until it's out on the internet, or on the Disney Plus. I guess it is on the internet if it's on. Demir Cutpurse. Demir Cutpurse sounds like he should be a rogue of some sort, but he's just a spirit. Just a spirit. Monk class? Do I have monk class? I feel like it is in my Narset deck. It would be silly not to be in my Narset deck. Weirder things have happened, though. Decimate. I do need to eat today at some point. Oh, Merfolk Mistbinder. Just a Merfolk Lord. Deuce. Dose. Spinal Embrace. There's a lot of spinal cards with spinal cords that are not in people in Magic. Terror. Surgical Extraction. Spinal Embrace. Sometimes people's spines not be sticking in their bodies. To begin with, I just made you up to hurt myself. I just made you up to hurt myself. Consuming aberration. Hey, thank you. It was not great for a little while. Now I am actually okay, which is great. It got nasty about 1 o'clock until like 4 o'clock, and then I was like, you know what, I can't sit here and not do anything all day. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go play a video game, even though it hurts. And then at some point during the video game, it stopped hurting, so I guess I win, eventually. But thank you. So now I'm just sorting cards. I have a lot of cards to sort, and I had piles. The piles were starting to build up. Don't need that. I don't like clutter. And unfortunately, that's what my office is just clutter. There's just so many cards. And then I start decks, and then I'm like, no. Let me see here. What am I looking for? Legion Lieutenant? I was trying to remember how to spell lieutenant. I was like, no, it's weird. Yeah, sometimes migraine be doing that. Ugh. I just hate not being able to do things. Like, everything I do involves usually my eyes, at least. Oh no, there's 3 of them there. Eh. Someday I will know all the cards inside my home. That's... Gosh darn it, Chris. I hate when it doesn't go back onto the thing and I start typing and I'm like, that's not doing anything. So that's why nothing's happening. The dream is to eventually have everything in alphabetical order as well as by color. I laugh because this has been a project for like the last 30 years, so. I think it happened like once. I remember one time I had all my stuff in order and I let my friend look at stuff and then I went back in and they had just taken stacks out and put them in random places and I was very unhappy. It was so sad. It was so much work. I was like, well, guess I'm not fixing this. And we have not fixed it. Malcolm, the alluring scoundrel. Just interesting things. I guess you could put a bunch of... You could proliferate those counters. Malcolm, you are interesting. Yeah, I find you interesting. I don't know what you are. Whenever you cast an instant spell from your hand, it gains rebound. That's interesting. There's so many cards that I've forgotten about that just... And sometimes these must be either from decks, or because they're already in color order. At some point, I put them in some kind of order. Oh, Octopus Umbra. They're so silly. The creature just becomes an 8/8. Oh, Charix. Charix is interesting, too. He has such a ridiculous toughness. Giant crab. He has cool art, too. I would just turn, I don't know, after as many Mirelurks that have killed, or Murlurks, or have killed me in my lifetime. Giant crabs, I stay away from. Been chased by too many of them in my lifetime. 67. Birdie. I think these were just in here because they were legendary. At one point, I used to have a binder that was just all legendary creatures. That's not possible anymore. Like back in the day when there was only like 2 or 3 legendaries in every set. It was a possibility, but Wizard said you need more of these, and then they made it happen. Shrine of the Forsaken God. come from the Eldrazi deck. Okay. That got... We did it. Man, the only thing worse than television commercials are radio commercials. Like, they try to... Like... I don't know. They're just freaking weird. Freaking weird. What is happening here? Ugh. Let's just reach into the box and pull out a stack of cards and see what happens. Success. We did it. Just 651. Foil. Clancrafter is a really good card. I don't know. It's fun for certain decks. I like putting a sack outlet on my creature. They're super random. Mine are very targeted occasionally, and sometimes I think they're targeting my parents instead of me. I'm like, I don't think you know who you're targeting. You are not listening well in a phone. It's so weird. I remember when I was a kid, there were not as many gold cards as there are now. Like, my gold pile is usually bigger than all the other colors now. Oh, Mabel. I think she was going in a deck, and then... Why is there a Terramorphic Expanse? That does not need to be in there. Is that Jeskai, or is that... I can't see this foiling. Oh, it's Jeskai. It looked like Jeskai, but I wasn't sure. The artwork for Jeskai and Godo and them kind of look the same. Oh. I hate how stiff my neck gets. Which is probably also cause of my migraines. Jeskai, that's who I'm looking for. But not this Jeskai. That's Jeskai. Foil version? I think it's foil. I'm always worried that the sleeve is foil. Really? I don't know. That's ridiculous. Okay. I'm so used to just being like, oh, 50 cents. Okay, cool. I hated trading in cards the other day. It was a terrible, terrible feeling. I never want to feel ever again. I just want to die with the rest of my cards now. But it was nice paying some bills off, and paying people off, and paying my trip off. At least that was a little less stress. I guess it's worth it. Hi, Barbie. What's up, my beautiful girl? Yeah. You just hanging out. I love you so much. I was watching you over there. You're my buddy. Yeah. She's such a sweetheart. She's such a... She is a little fighter and troublemaker sometimes. Sometimes she's not the best behaved little girl. But I love her. Yeah. She was a stray. I came home one day, and we had just come from my parents' house, I think, and we had dinner and stuff over there. Unimportant information, but I was walking over across the street to go back over to our house, and I saw this cat coming down the sidewalk. And I was like, oh, I was like, what are you doing out here? And I was looking around to see if there was anybody around. I was like, she didn't seem to be going to anybody. And then she came running over to me and just doing this little trot. And then she flopped on top of my shoes and just rested her head on my shoe. And I was like, well, okay. I guess you're coming with me. So I went inside and we went and looked to see if we could find her owners, but then we had found out that I was chosen. I was chosen by you, and now she lives in the office. Yeah. This is her home. She's got cat trees all over, and she just the playmat system that she enjoys. Yes, the cat distribution system has gone out of control over here. I love my cats. I don't know. I like being able to walk around my house and there's just cats everywhere. It's so silly. Uh, right now we've got a rescue that's feral that we're trying to get used to. Their owner passed away, and she was older, and she was feeding him for the last couple of years, and then the new people who bought her house were going to kill her because they were complaining to the neighbor, so the neighbor went and caught her and didn't have anywhere to take her, so now we're trying to get her used to people so we can try to get her adopted out. So she's hanging out. Yeah, just hanging out. And then we have some fosters upstairs. Somebody had to go into rehab, so they didn't have anywhere for their cats. We end up with strangers' cats in our house a lot. I know exactly how somebody would feel if, how I would feel if I had to give up my cats, and it would not be great, so. So somehow we end up as the cat helpers of the world. Every once in a while, foster fail. Yeah. I love you, Barbie. You're so silly. She loves watching the screens. Usually, like if I'm playing like Assassin's Creed or something, she just sits there and watches the whole entire time, and she is just very intrigued by it. Is Diabolic Tutor actually worth money? Well, that's weird. Okay, I have so many Diabolic Tutors. Jumping up the. I was getting ready to catch stuff because I saw her wiggling that she was gonna jump somewhere. I was like, oh, I don't know if she can make that jump. And of course she can. Yeah, I guess I hate when I don't look underneath the card and then see it's the same exact card. Sometimes the cards are together. It doesn't happen very often. I need to like invite my nephew over and just be like, "Hey, you want to put cards in order? Let's make this a game." We'll put these in alphabetical order. This sounds super exciting. I still can't get his attention span for magic. Honestly, the only reason I wanted kids was so that I could have somebody to do my chores for me and to play magic with. I think that's the only reason anybody has kids, right? I don't even know if that's the right Deathbringer. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, and I guess also to take care of me and wipe my butt when I'm old. Now somebody else is going to have to wipe my butt. Barbie. You're so great. She's just up there. She's way up on the tree and she's just grooming herself all fancily. She's a fancy gal. I don't even know what her real name is. I think my partner named her during the Barbie movie had just come out, so that's how she became Barbie, and she just started answering to it. Apparently, it must have been close enough that she's like, okay, you just call me whatever. Descent into Madness is a very, very weird card. I really just want to not have fun. You just want to not have fun playing Magic. Oh, Daxos' Torment. That's interesting. It just becomes a 5/5 demon. I feel like it should be cheaper for what it does, though. Well, even though I guess if it was cheaper, a 5/5 for 3 would be pretty terrible. Yeah, but it was a commander card too, though, so. Access Torment. Why are you? There we are. It's so weird too when like something is in Scryfall and then the color changes. Like even on the Scryfall card, the coloring is different. Desecration. I forgot. Oh, they reprinted Desecration. At the beginning of each combat, any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If the player doesn't, it taps it. And it gets bigger. That's actually kind of fun. I like giving people options before I destroy them. Like, pardon me, let me ruin your day. Make you have to make decisions you don't want to make. I want more villainous choice cards. I imagine we'll get them again at some point. Must remember to eat. I used to use, these are my original Diabolic Edicts. I used to be in 4 of them in my deck. It does make target player sacrifice a creature. And back in the day before there was so much creature making and whatnot, it was actually useful. Now I don't know if it's useful. Also, it's just in here because it's one of my... Apparently, I really wanted people to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Because why not? That's right. $2.73 in Diabolic Edicts. That's so stupid. I have a box over here that needs to go to Magic Kids at some point. Oh my god, so many. I see, I told you I had a bunch of Diabolic Tutors. Stupid Diabolic Tutors. I don't want you. I'm rich in Diabolic Tutors, apparently. That and Soul Ring. Which one is this? This is the Command Tower. And how many of these are 2012? 4 of them. Excellent. Anybody need a Diabolic Tutor? I'll sell you 20 Diabolic Tutors for a hamburger today. Because why not? I can tell you right now, I do not need the amount of Diabolic Tutors that I have. It's an insane amount of Diabolic Tutors. So stupid. Oh, Drana. This was... No, that's not the Drana that I remember buying the Ravnica deck when it came out. I don't want to buy movies, just let me watch them. I really didn't think there was another Drana under there. Honestly, I have no idea what movie they just try to sell me on. It's weird when they like put in sound clips from like a movie on a radio ad, because like, was that gonna convince me to go see this movie? I don't know what else you would do, but like, probably not gonna change my mind if I didn't want to see it in the first place. Gifted Aetherborn, you're just in here because I like you. You're my buddy. Lifelink and Death Touch for 2, and you're a vampire, and a 2/3. I love you. I mean, I will probably not need more of you in my life, but I do have more of you in my life right now. There's a lot of I really like the neon border on Neon Dynasty. It's like the Vegas of card frames. Was this a foil? Did I just not put it as a foil? Yeah. Soul Transfer. $382 foil. Soul Transfer is interesting. I do like that it's a 3-mana exile. I love exile removal. I will always be all about exile removal. I don't know why anybody would use anything besides exile removal unless you need your own creatures back. I mean, there's reasons for it, but I don't like it when things come back. It gets in the way of me trying to win. Bantu. I want to go back to Amonkhet. Kinda went back to Amonkhet, except for it turned into a racetrack. Nonsense, I say. I gotta catch up on the current story. I used to use this guy all the time, too. Necrotot. That's one of those artworks that I'm always just in my brain when I think Magic. Oh my god, so many cards. I was looking through the stack to see if there were duplicates of anything, so I didn't have to retype things. This was from Visions, which was the second, well, the first expansion to Mirage. I didn't get as much Visions as I wanted. It was hard to come by. At least where I lived. Sometimes that be how it is. Sometimes I lived in places that did not have Magic cards. Or ways to get to them. It's kind of at the whims of my parents. And if they didn't want to take me to go get Magic cards, then I was not getting to get Magic cards. I just save up my allowances. Shadowborn Apostle. I think I have a stack of them, so I just kind of throw them aside until I find somebody who wants them. Just not for me. Even though I kind of do like my bunny deck. It was fun to play. I gotta remember that I do need to eat before my other stream today. And I gotta get my deck ready. I'm bad at things sometimes. I just run out of time, that's what my problem. Make an example. I hate when people play cards on me and I have to make decisions like fact or fiction. I always make the wrong decision. Doesn't matter what it is. It's an $8 card now. It's insane. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the new Capenna stuff got slept on. Especially like the stuff that was in the Commander decks. There was a lot of good stuff in there. Vampiric Rats. It's just a sack outlet. I think that's the only reason I put it in here. Sometimes that's how cards. I make decisions about what goes in the rare box. It's just so I can find things. Because sometimes things go into my uncommon box or my common box and they just disappear and I never find them again. Or I just forget about the cards. I'm sure that was probably for something. Etched one. At least these are all black cards, so I could just, they're just going in one stack. I'm not going to make any mistakes. Another reason why I like going through my cards is then I know, well, besides knowing what I have, that sometimes I find cards that I forgot about. And I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. I can use this for this. I love Severus. I have ruined so many lives with Severus. He's so good. He's just obnoxious. And nobody wants to take care of him. 35 cents? You're worth more than 35 cents to me, my friend. I wonder what easy things I have to cook for dinner. Just sitting here thinking about dinner. I don't know why I pronounce everything so weird. At least my office is nice and cool, like the rest of the house. It's just disgusting. But if you go outside, it's really nice, because the breeze just comes off the lake, but I've got like 4 or 5 houses in my way that take the breeze away from me. Nightshade Harvester finally getting his due. Oh, such a good card. Cats. Cat. 146. Debaser. Oh, that's exactly what I was looking for. Singia, the Dark Baron. So weird whenever another player loses the game. You gain life equal to that player's life total as the turn began. I don't think I've ever done anything cool with that, though. I used to play the original Baron Singier all the time. It was one of the most badass legends back when I was a kid. Somebody would cast it, and you're like, ah, no, not Baron Singier. Ah. Now you do that, and people are like, oh, okay. That's an interesting decision. Don't mock me. Serious, yeah. You are a sack outlet that you don't gotta pay anything for. Will always be wonderful. You would think I really enjoy sacrificing creatures. I do. I really do enjoy sacrificing creatures. It makes me happy. So apparently sitting in my computer chair and sitting up straight makes it so my head doesn't hurt. I think my recliner and the other chair do make my head hurt. I'm just doing a research project on myself right now. Since I have like 2 months until I get into the freaking neurologist. So I guess I gotta figure my own shit out. And I'm like, will I have insurance then? Maybe. Oh, Midnight Banshee. I hate -1 counters. You make me sad. Don't put -1 counters on me, please. Please and thank you. But please, let me do that to you. That's each non-black creature. Okay, so I can't throw counters on him to remove counters. To put counters on everything else, which would be fun. Okay. Sometimes my brain is like, ooh, I might be able to do something silly with this card. I don't know. I will always go for silly over just playing the same deck that everybody else is playing. I can make something exactly the same, but it's not. I can win with it. That's not. I get no satisfaction from it. When I kill people with dumb things, I'm like, hee 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 hee. Skyclave Shade. Worst Fear. Somebody played Worst Fear the other. I was on the stream I was on the other day. No, it wasn't. It was a. That was the other card that I'm thinking. This was another card that was very similar. What is that card called? That's gonna bother me. Hey, it'll come back to me at some point. Oh, Hypnotic Spectre. You wonderful card. I used to use Hypnotic Spectre in all my decks. I still have my, or my discard decks. I still have my original Hypnotic Spectres. They've been part of my life for many a year. The list. Black Market is actually really good too. That's another weird black card that they don't see very often. But it doesn't make any sense why I don't see it. Barbie, are you okay? Are you playing with the mouse? Yeah. You're so cute. I was just making sure nobody was chasing you. You were just making your own fun. Barbie loves making her own fun. She's such a sweetie. When she's not fighting with everybody. But sometimes it's not her fault. There's like a gang of cats that beat her up, or try to beat her up, and she just beats them all up. It's the only cat problem I have in the house is Barbie and like 4 other cats that are just feisty. I hate Soren Markov. I hate Soren just in general. I don't like him as a character. I think it's because playing Vampire the Masquerade, I know what a 1,000-year-old vampire would be like, and they would be horrible. They would have no humanity. They would, emotions and everything would just give out. I don't understand why Varmint is a creature. Varmint should just be beasts. I don't know. We're never getting another Varmint ever again. 59. Am I just not seeing the Thieving Varmint? Apparently I just skipped right past you. Boop. Varmint. So weird. Cast spells you don't own. I own all the spells. All the spells. Okay, I gotta drink. Let's reach into the box. We'll do one more stack before we go get food. That way I could feel like I finished more. Someday. Boom, 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 boom. I really need to go take a look at Standard now that everything is blown over for the week. But I have not been on there. 92. Well, I don't know why I couldn't find it. Hostile investigator. This is weird. Does weird stuff. Rogue ogre detective. Because why not? They're like, we have all this space, let's just put a bunch of things on here. Oh, Grave Titan. Hey, there's surgical extraction. More spinal cords. Surgical extract. I like cards like surgical extraction, but I get so bored taking things out of people's decks and making people so people can't play Magic, and it's I don't know. It's just not for me. Also, apparently spelling is also not for me. How about Avarice? Interesting. Search your library for a card, then shuffle on the top. Target player draws 3 cards and loses 3 life. Interesting. I wonder if I could use that in Yuriko. Problem with that is I don't know how. I'm usually not still alive by then. Yuriko does feel good when you do like 42 damage to everybody. Something ridiculous. Oh, Imp's Mischief, you black counter spell. One of my favorite things is spells that are not supposed to be in the colors that they're in. Mana Tithe, Imp's Mischief. That's not even a counter spell, Imp's Mischief. It's just an noxious card that can make for fun games. Especially if somebody doesn't see it coming. Like, yes, I'm gonna change the spell back to your own creature. Enjoy. Vadmir, you never do anything for me, and it's very disappointing. Plum of the Forbidden. Cruel Claws Heist. I don't think I ever ended up getting a copy of Cruel Claw. A lot of the newer sets, once our stores run out of them, we don't get any back. And it kinda stinks. It's like either buy the packs during the time that they're out, or good luck finding them later. Blast it, more Cruel Claws. Cruel Claws Heist. Oh, no, it's a foil anyway. I can't add that anyway. Cruel Claws Heist. Foil? No, not foil. We just discussed this. Me? Oh, I guess I should remember that I need to cook food as well. And I can't just go get it. Guess I could have just ordered food. Don't want to order food. I don't like to order food when I have food in the house. It's just me being lazy. 262. Oh, old offspring. $258. Oh, I wonder if this was the night deck, or pieces of the night deck. I think I took the black out, and then I rebuilt it, and then I didn't like it, and then now I have to rebuild it again. Jessu is fun to cast every once in a while, when you get to do it with all the, like, 8, yeah, you get 8 night tokens. I think I'm going to take my one vampire deck apart and try to build something more unique. I don't know. Part of me just wants to make blood tokens. Like, I just want to make blood tokens, that's it. I'm not hurting nobody over here. Well, until I am. Yeah, this is definitely the night part of the night deck. It's too big of a coincidence that these are all knights. Gizzard. $350. Commercials. You can just keep saying it. This is not going to make it happen. I say that, and then like tomorrow I'll be doing whatever it's telling me, and I'll be like, oh crap, they got me. So many assassins. Hey Barbie, what's up? What are you doing down there? More spinal cords. I mean, it's a snake. It's a very long spinal cord. Does that say 86? It does say 86. I was like, damn it! Blast you, Coiling Rebirth. Nothing exciting, I can tell you that much. I'm still just over here rambling nonsense and going through cards. Telling myself that I do need to get off at some point and go eat before stream later on tonight. I'm like, maybe that's something I should do. I'm bad at taking care of myself. I'm always like, oh, I need to finish this. Let's do this first. Dark Star Augur. I had a bat deck that I was making. I had a whole bunch of decks that I was making, but I've kind of took a look at them. I was like, this is going to do the same thing this does. I was like, until I come up with a better idea for it. Sometimes I get excited and I'm like, oh, new theme decks I can build, and then sometimes they just do the same thing that that another deck does, and it's just, there's no sense in having two decks that do the same thing. $150. Oh, Fatal Push. I'm pretty sure I opened probably like 100 packs before I ever pulled a Fatal Push. It was a super rare uncommon card. Kind of like the Nazgul. There's definitely tiers within commons and uncommons, as well as rares. Some are seen much more often. Was I making an infect deck at some point here? Looks like what was happening. Tortured Existence. No, nothing really cool. I think the coolest thing was a Jeskai, Thrice Reborn foil. Besides that, nothing exciting. Tortured Existence is almost $10. That's ridiculous. I feel like they have more somewhere. Because I think it's only an uncommon. I don't think it's actually a rare. Like the original. Oh, Avalon. Ugh, she's so good. Defiler. Yeah, sometimes that's like, especially when, like, she just does one thing. Well, she does fun things. But then you gotta keep her to mono white, which is not as much fun. I like it when she's in my 99. I'm looking for Defiler Flesh. Maybe I will find it. Extended art? Some creepy art. Oh, okay. I thought it was coming out of a horse. That made it even creepier. Give her, like, Helm of the Host and just keep making Adelines. Just make an army of them and send them out into the world. And then they would all make their own creatures. 64. Baleful Mastery. I still use Phyrexian Arena. I've died to my own Phyrexia Arena before. Okay, where is the one I'm looking for? This 4, huh? Oh, it's the Black Collection. Yeah, that's why I couldn't find it. I think this Goblin is just in here because he has Infect. You could give Adeline Infect. I'm assuming this came from another deck as well. Seems like I was trying to cause problems of some sort. Some mischief. Yeah, after this stack, I think I'm gonna go make some food before my next stream, because I still have to actually go make the deck, too. Yeah, interesting. I gotta refill all my binders, too. Haunted Crossroads is actually really fun. You can just keep put target creature from your graveyard on top of your library. You just throw something in with Yuriko into your graveyard, mill yourself, and then just return the biggest creature you can find to the top of your library. think that's what I originally bought that for. I did use this as a removal card for a while. Dressari Devastation. Negative counters I will go with if I can't find something that will exile things. I just don't want to see creatures again. You can spell Ashnod right, you weirdo. There's no S. No S. 323. Now I actually am hungry. I got quiet. I was like, wait a second. I'm hungry. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 1 black mana. If you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, hello, Manto Mandalorian. What's up, baby? What you doing? You just coming on through? You're so silly. You're so fluffy. Yeah, you knocked everything over. You're so handsome, though. God, you're so handsome. You're a little fluffy man. Yeah, you're so fluffy. What are you doing? It's Mando. Bye, Mando. Bye, Mando. Thanks, Mando. Why'd you come over here, Mando? Just to do this? Okay, cool. I love you. You weirdo. Cats. Cats doing cat stuff. Like knocking my stuff over. What I could do with you, my friend? Oh, Doomsday. Retro frame Doomsday, though. I do like retro frame Doomsday. Feral Ghoul. Ghoul. Words. It is insane the amount of money that a box of Fallout cards are. Not humans! Not humans! Tom. I always give Tom a grief about his love of humans. He has like 4 human-themed decks. It's too many humans. Mando, are you fighting with somebody? He gets riled up sometimes. Sounds like he's rolling around out back there. He is a weird little guy. He will like jump on top of the other cat and then like just wrap his body around them and then start kicking. He has quite the system of fighting. It's usually just him and Lando fighting with each other. They still play with each other. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So the internet does what the internet's supposed to do. Cool commercial. Does not impress me. Living End is weird, because it's like Living Death, but suspended. And they're like, we need to reprint Overgrown Cemetery. And then they're like, let's reprint it 100 times. And then they did. Assassin's Blade, I know you are not a rare card. I think you're just in here because you were in my Assassin deck. Plus it has weird art. I don't know what's happening there. And Feed the Swarm I use a lot, just because black does not have a lot of enchantment removal. Enchantment removal. Welcome back, welcome back. I am just finishing up this pile before I go and get some food before I come back and I stream. Yeah, I would just step back and look at it in a different set of eyes later on. Or if a new mechanic or something pops up at you. That's what I usually do. Sometimes that's what those stacks are in my my giant stack pile. That I get to a point and I'm like, I don't know if I want to continue building it, but I don't want to take it apart yet. So that I just keep adding guards to the stack. I'm like, okay. And sometimes you can definitely see the deck is going in like two completely different directions. When I'm like just stacking things in there and I'm like, oh, this is completely not what I started out at. And then sometimes it just comes to you and you're like, hey, you know what? I want to do this. Sometimes I'm just sitting there bored at work and I'm just like, you know what? That's how decks get made. Cruel Entertainment is a really fun card, but like, it's not a card you can play on stream. 48. Yeah, that's almost as bad as I. Actually, mine. I currently in paper. I just have 3 that are hanging out behind me. I built most of the Final Fantasy ones that I wanted. I built. I'm still catching up on Foundations. There was a whole bunch of Jumpstart commanders that were really cool that I was looking at. So like, ugh. And I'm sure I probably missed one somewhere. Finale of Eternity. Definitely probably the weakest of the finales. Oh, Court of Ambition. You do things I like. I love Monarch. I can almost see the bottom of the stack. I'm so excited. I can go eat. Make sure these are the same. Yargle, why are you in here? Like, wait, oh, whoops. I hate when I'm typing and the cursor's not there. Okay. Oops. Oh, I gotta make sure Magic Online doesn't need to update. It always needs to update every week. And sometimes I forget. I like Dread Return. Oh, these must be the rest of my Necrotals. From my original deck many a year ago. There must be a 4th one somewhere. Because we found 3 of them. It's weird the cards I decided to keep. Most of the time I just kept decks whenever I would trade my collections away. Necromancer. Oh, that is, say, 351. I don't know why I thought that said 320 something. Oh, and it's a foil. Ugh. I do want to finish the rest of Ironheart today, but Heather left, so I didn't get to do that. For some reason, they put all the rest of the episodes out. Definitely does. No Admiral Brass. Oh, Deathbringer Regent. Ugh. I had that cast on me the other day. I did not win. Yeah, it was near the end anyway. Demirred Machinations I actually use on Yuriko. It's probably actually the copy from my Yuriko. Even though it's in a sleeve, which makes me wonder if I bought it for Yuriko, and then I just never put it in there. Who has too much cardboard? I. 100. Piper of the Swarm, you're worth $1? What nonsense. That took long enough. 84. I think these are the last 2 cards, and then I'm gonna go get some foods before I come back at 10? 10 o'clock? Is that the time I'm coming back? I never know what's happening. Unless it got canceled or something and I just don't know yet. That also happens. Yargle the Glutton. I think that's a fancy one. Foil. Halo foil Yargle. Yay, we put stuff in order. We did it. We did the thing. Okay, I'm gonna head out. I gotta go and make me some food because I am hungry. But thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. It was great talking with you. And I'll set up a game here. I gotta see what Tom is free, because Tom is the problem. Him and his weird schedule. We play every Thursday, but then we play in person on Thursdays, so I gotta figure out what day is good for him coming up. He gets his schedule like 2 weeks in advance. At least he used to. I guess I'll find out. But I'm gonna go so I can go eat. I will let you know. I'll ask him tomorrow. It's much easier just to talk to in person. Plus, he hasn't seen me in like 2 weeks after our ride across the country. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll talk about that. That was fun. I've never driven 100 miles per hour before. It was something. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. I'll be back at like 10 with everybody playing some Magic Online. I gotta figure. I think I'm gonna play Warlocks. I don't know. I gotta go see how many Warlocks there are. It'll probably be an Outlaw / Warlock deck. We'll see. They did add a bunch of Warlock. Okay, I'm gonna start. I need to go. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking. Okay.